He speaks geek.
Good yellow one got up in nippy. Yeah. That's right, little Jabber. There is news. And it's good news. Welcome back to Ryan Speaks Geek. Here we are talking today about a very exciting reveal from the Next 17. If any of you have been watching my channel, I received the Next 17 Ethan Mon figure a while ago, did a video and had a little interview with the creator. Absolutely loved that figure, blown away by it. It was just crazy. Just didn't think you'd ever get vintage Ethan Mon, and now we had him. And then he said he was working on a wave of figures, not just a figure, a wave of figures. But then, as a little interim thing, we got two variants on the Ethan Mon figure, which look amazing. And they're due to drop anytime soon, so I pre-ordered those. Luckily, I got in on that patch. But we've actually just now had the reveal of what the actual second wave is, and it's funny because there's the wave, and then there's the wave plus. So you get the wave, and then you can also do these extra 2 bolt-ons for a full wave for extra figures. But let's have a quick chat and a look at what they are. Look at that. Ben Kenobi in his Death Star Prowl, sort of, I think he's gone for like the name-wise Death Star Prowl. Just look at, I'm really excited about this one. It reminds me a little bit of if they, like in my head, if Kenner sort of re-released Obi-Wan, or made a new Obi-Wan Kenobi around the same time they made the Emperor figure, because obviously the Emperor had the sculpted hood and everything like that. It's got that kind of vibe with it. I'm really sort of excited by it. It's like a good blend of, the sort of Jedi robe type body of like the Spirit Anakin, but with actual hands, and not a ghost. Really good sort of head sculpt. Colors are good. It's going to be able to hold a lightsaber. It's going to look really good. I mean, and on this picture, you can see, if you're looking at that thinking, I want that playset as well. Well, that playset's going to be available soon from another custom creator called Pally Toys. Paleetoys. I can spell. I'll put his link down in the comments below. But like, just his work on playsets. Sorry, Next 17, just a sidetrack moment. His playsets are awesome. I cannot wait to get my hands on some of these. They're proper old school, first era sort of Star Wars Kenner feeling. Palatoy, Kenner sort of, cardboard backdrops, vacuum formed plastic bases. They look really good. And the Obi-Wan photoshopped onto the picture with this, like, it makes me want to definitely have this particular playset for this Obi-Wan setup, because I'm going to need that to happen. So I'll be checking out Ballet Toys. I think you should go and do the same. Hopefully we'll get them on the channel at some point. That'd be great. If you're watching this, get in touch. Let's talk toys. So yeah, I'm really excited for that one. That was a really good start. So the second one is Jaqull. Jaquallin? No. Jaqull looks amazing. Colors are really good. Again, we're getting another Jabba the Hutt Denzian, which is like awesome. I mean, I think that's the thing. I know some people are put off when they get human characters. People have been like, there's so many interesting aliens and background characters. Can we get some of those? Well, question answered. Yes, you can. Here we go. I mean, what's great about this one is that it has a belt. The belt is, I believe the belt's removable. So it's like a separate sort of vinyl type piece. But it looks just, yeah, I love the head sculpt. It's going to be really, really good, really clever to use. Again, just to have some different molds and bodies and sizes of figure in the your Jabba Palace sort of diorama. What's the other one? Here we go. See, I've got my notes here because I don't get to see the pop-ups until I put them in later. It is Tanus Spjc. Bless you. Thank you. Tanus Spjc, again, so what you can probably notice on this one is it's a clever reuse of the other mold for Jaqull. Very, very Kenner-like thing to do, sort of get some good uses out of molds and like that, but obviously molding is expensive, and these are still mold figures. They're not resin cast or made by hand or anything like that. These are proper steel mold factory-made figures. These are proper Kenner figures. A bit like what Stan Solo does, you get proper quality Kenner style. Same thing with here on the Next 17. You're getting a proper, good, decent, actual figure. There's no bash against the people who make resin figures. I've got loads of them. They're amazing. But it's just to let you know what you're actually getting for. So clever use of remolding probably saves a little bit of money and able to sort of keep their cost down a bit. But this one's really good as well because it comes with a weapon. This one's got a mace. I don't think we've ever had a Star Wars mace, other than Mace Windu, but that's a whole different kind of mace. different kind of mace. But this is like an awesome figure, like with just the weapon as well. It doesn't have the belt, which is good because obviously it had some difference, and you can see sort of the detailing, which I believe will probably be under the Jaqull belt, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. So before I go and have a little look at the next little one, I'm going to do a little quick brief interlude because I want to get a book out. That makes it sound like I'm a library. I'm not going to the library to get a book out. I'm going to go to my shelf, but the shelf is behind the background. So stay tuned. I'm back. And so the fifth figure in that wave is Baby Wampa. Baby Wampa, you're going like left field. Okay, wasn't expecting that. I don't think anyone would have guessed it, to be fair. It is left field, but I mean, I'm really happy about it. One, we're getting another small scale figure, you know, like your red snaggletooths, Ugnaughts, Ewoks sort of scale. It's just really like, again, I like having that we're getting like a sort of mix of scales in one wave. The reason I was getting a book was I was getting The Wildlife of Star Wars, a field guide. Because anyone's probably going to go like, oh, you know, it wasn't in the films. It might not be in the films, but baby Wampas do in fact exist. Here they are, Wampa cubs. And did you know that females give birth to up to 3 cubs and nurse their young? There you go. So information from straight from the Star Wars field guide. So there you go. There's your baby Wampa proof. And he comes with a bone. He comes with a bone accessory. I mean, come on. I mean, think of what you can do with that bone. Don't. We could do so much with that, especially if you've got like your Rancor dioramas. So you could probably borrow the bone from Baby Wampa. The only problem is I do want more than one Baby Wampa. So I'm really hoping there's going to be some scope for maybe adding an extra one. Or if someone else buys a set and they don't want their Baby Wampa, then let me know. I'll buy it. Get in touch on the comments or anything like that. I'm sure you can. I can make you an offer. You can interjected my own video because I can. Just because after I was editing this video, I found this really awesome picture. Check this out. This is definitely why I need 2 baby Wampas. The original picture was done by Jet Mo, and I think he's part of the Smuggler's Den. Just look, I mean, 1, an incredible picture, but 2, now I want to do this setup with the 2 photoshopped baby Wampas in it as well. Next time it snows, I want 2 baby Wampas. I want enough snow to get this picture done. 2, I want the skills that Jetmo obviously has with the camera. But, you know, all of those things. But that is why a baby Wampa needs to be made. But I did mention that there was like, so that's the whole wave. That's the wave. Incredible wave, varied, great aliens, a human, all of it. Really happy. But there is like a plus. Like I said, there is wave plus. So the next thing you can do is to get what's called the full set. Now, the full set includes another bit of clever remolding. We have got the Luke in sort of master outfit. So you're probably going like, I don't remember seeing Luke in a master outfit. This was actually based on a unreleased figure that Kenner were doing. Give it probably worth a Google, but I will do a video on unreleased Kenner stuff because it's really interesting. Really interesting. But there was concept for Luke to be in like these kind of Jedi Master type robes. So it says all the colours aren't final, but I mean, I'm just happy. I love the idea of this because it's one of those figures. If you're really into your Kenner and you know about these unreleased figures, it's like the Mungo Beefhead Tribesman. You always try and make one, like the Gargan prototype that never got made. I've got a 3D printed one from Repro Bubbles, something like that. I can't remember the name of the company, so sorry if you're watching this. You know, so there is a big sort of thirst for those unreleased figures. So to get one that we can actually have in like a diorama, especially if you're a bit like me, I use my own sort of headcanon with things. I very much keep it in my own world, and I would love to have like a Jedi Master Luke, you know, in those ceremonial type robes. I think there's some really good fun stuff I can do with that with displays. Yeah, I'm really excited to have that one as a bonus. And the other one, again, getting use out of that sort of the main Ben Kenobi body mold, but with different head, is a Obi-Wan, but this is called Tatooine Arrival. So really just in time for Obi-Wan. Again, since we're in a really good age for Star Wars, in my opinion, because we're getting lots of things that are sort of centered around the original. And you know, people who are saying that they only like the original trilogy or whatever, you know, I get it if people don't like the prequels as much or they don't like the sequels, or, you know, that's fine. Everyone can have their opinions. Just don't be mean about it. There's no point being mean. It adds nothing to the world other than people being upset for no reason. And who wants to make people upset? No one wants to make people upset. No one's like that. No one's that bad a person inside. Well, there are some people, but avoid them. So, you know, we've got Obi-Wan coming. So the great time about this is that we are getting these TV series and films that are set sort of around that time. If you are really about the sort of the middle, the core films that from the beginning, you know, you've got things like Rogue One, Solo, which some people might not like. Again, I really love Solo, but we're getting to see different Imperial troopers and stuff like that. You know, Rebels came in, and now we're getting to see some of the Inquisitors and that in Obi-Wan. So hopefully there'll be some sort of retro style those. Although I think the Rebels figures are probably as close to Kenner as Hasbro have come, with, you know, not including the retro collection. So, but I mean, this is so Tatooine Arrival Ben. So this is Ben using the mold, but again, it's without the hood. The good thing about this is as well, you can use this in so many different ways. You can just use it as old Ben if you want to. I mean, you can repaint the hair easily. That's a very easy thing. You could make this very much Ewan McGregor Kenobi with the beard and everything. Just paint that brown. You can just keep it grey. You know, there's just a lot you can do. It's just, again, the diorama possibilities are just ever increasing. It's so good. And plus, if you're like me, it's difficult because I want to have like a setup on the Death Star. Like I said, I want to have like the Paddy Toys playset with the hooded Ben Kenobi, but then I'm also going to want Ben Kenobi in like different scenarios and different settings in my display. And so having an extra one like this is going to definitely come in handy. But having one that's like without the hood, I've got some ideas already for what I'm going to do. But I'm thinking like making a little Obi-Wan setup, you know, just like from the TV show, because I've got the Luke home, like the Last Homestead, so I kind of feel like I could do something there. Plans are reforming. Plus, I've all got the Inquisitors and everything, and they seem to be featuring heavily in this new series. So I can think I could probably do a good mix of that. So I am going to be going for the full wave personally. I'm again really looking forward to it. And the good thing is, if you do buy a wave and you don't like a figure, it's not going to be hard to resell an individual one out of the wave. Like, you'll probably make a chunk of your money back. You know, because the custom figures do hold their value. If anything, they increase their value. So if you don't, you know, if you get the whole set and you don't like Jaqull, for example, you're like, oh, I've always hated that character, but I want all the others, then just get the set and sell that one. Problem solved. But again, like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's just great that we're still getting these factory-made Kenner figures. Really is a good time to be a vintage Star Wars fan, unless you go on the elitist groups, and then they hate you so much just because you like Star Wars so much. Oh, but anyway, enough about them. But I am really excited for this. The pre-orders are actually up live, so you have to sort of do the form, and then when it comes to it, you have to give the money. That's how pre-orders work. I know that this is, I think it's just quite a small window because of the quote from the factory, I think I've seen written on Facebook. So I would get them in sooner rather than later, your pre-orders. And then that way you won't be disappointed. I know there's a competition he's going to be doing soon to actually like a scavenger hunt one where 5 people will win extra sort of little gimmicky prizes. That's some cool fun. And one person, whoever wins the first one out of the Patreon lot, because he's got a Patreon that I'm part of, will be able to have their order comped, which I'm really hoping I win because I would then save some money, but also I like winning. Sue me. Don't sue me, please. Don't want to be sued. There are also so I messaged him first to say, like, are you okay with me doing a video just saying about all this? And he was like, yes, but he said also that he actually had some of the Ethan Mon variants now available again. So some people did the pre-order, which is good, but then they didn't actually pay the money, which is not good and a bit of a rubbish move. But that does mean that there is a few left. So if you are interested, I would go and speak to Mr. Next 17 and see if you can grab a couple of the last few that are left, like the extra ones that weren't really planned to be extras, but now he has got some. So if you did miss out the first time, now's your chance. The way to pre-order them is, I'll put a link down to the form and the website down in the description. But yeah, so the Next 17 is looking pretty promising for the future of Star Wars Kenner. I cannot wait, and I will definitely be reviewing them on this channel the minute I get them, and the Ethan Mon variants, which I think aren't far away. So it's nice because, you know, when you pre-order a figure and it actually does turn up, unlike some other ones. So I am really happy that the Next 17 has joined the Kenner world. I'm going to call it the Kenner world because the Kenner style. Yeah, let's go with it. The Kennerverse. Welcome to the Kennerverse. So that's it for me, Ryan Speaks Geek, and until then, geek it real. Getting round to doing more videos slowly.